So I am someone who have digged myself out of deep, dark, depressive black holes 100 of times, and I can get stuck in analysis paralysis or physical paralysis. And most people who know me don't believe that this is also a part of me, because I am also an expert, and maybe you know this, I'm also an expert at making it look easy from the outside. Not so much any longer, because I'm much more authentic in this and it's much more balanced. And I want to give you 3 hacks today that I have used to dig myself out quicker and get myself out of this brain fog and analysis paralysis and physical paralysis. Because if you have learned a lot about manifestation, you also know that this is not good for your manifestation. But I will also tell you how you can even manifest while feeling this. So you don't need to be anxious about getting here in this process. Because also at the same time, this process is such a big part of manifestation. And especially if you're seeing this shortly after I posted, we are in this moment just before the real astrology new year, as I mentioned in my last video, the real new year in general, because this is the time where everything springs out in nature. And if I'm looking away from the camera here, it's because I have the view into my garden here, and I love having this view because that's how I also get inspiration. So this time exactly is something need to die here. And it doesn't have to be something massive. It can be your relationships. It can be your job. It can be it's time your home is pushing you out to move away from it. It can just also be some small habits that need to die. Something that you are, how you are eating or what you are drinking or how you are consuming social media or Netflix or whatever. Something here need to die, and maybe you're stuck in making that decision. Maybe you feel physically stuck. Maybe you feel stuck in making a decision. And you know this, when you get the menu card and you cannot choose what you want to eat, and you're just like, I don't know. What's the movie? I forgot it now. But anyway, this, what do you want? What do you want? Yeah, I'm sure you have seen it, right? And you can get completely stuck in this, or analysis paralysis, where you're just trying to analyze your way out of this. How can you get out of this? I need to do this. Or you can tend to do the meditations that you always do and it's not working. Or you can do the affirmations that you usually do that usually is working, and you are just stuck in this. So however you are stuck, this is the time. This is the time to handle yourself, handle your energy in a different way, because this is truly what's going to make your manifestation come into your reality, or become your reality. Because this is a natural purge also before the manifestation. So just like the time right now, this is the final end before the 2023 here in March, because this is where the final is purging off, is dying before we go into the new, right? And it's exactly how it is just before your manifestation also. So even if you watch this at some completely different time, when you are trying to manifest something, and this will happen just before your manifestation is here. So knowing this might also make you handle it differently, might also want to help you speak to yourself differently in this time. And I'm going to give you these 3 hacks, and once you put them together, and especially the last and third one, that can really free you from so many things here in life. So let's start with hack number 1, is to claim your energy back. And this can be different in however the situation you are in now. So have you kind of giving in your energy, your thoughts to this one thing, and this trying to figure it out, trying to analyze your way out of it, the situation? or however? Or have you been giving too much of yourself, have been giving it here and here, or spreading your energy into finding too much information, or scrolling, or getting stuck into Netflix and just cannot turn it off? This is time to shift, and it can be difficult right here, because if you're in this paralysis, that you are complete, you cannot stop yourself. And yes, this is might be the hardest part here, is to shift, to claim your energy back. So also, if you have been giving your energy too much, if you have been wanting to help somebody, or you're wanting to fix something, you want to fix this situation, you want to find yourself out of this situation because you're so desperate, you don't want this situation anymore, but it's not helping you. It's just manifesting more of this. So this is the most important part of it. Let go. Because maybe this is also your whole energy. So especially if you're in physical paralysis, it's because you need to let go. You need to give your body rest from this, and to claim your energy back. So you can also say this to the universe, to spirit, to God, to your energy. I claim my energy to come right back home. I claim my energy, my true power, my essence, my authentic essence and power, to come back. I will put this link for this, my last energy booster, because this is also how to claim your energy and how to stay in it, how to take it out into your reality when you are across these people or situations that really can drain or steal your energy easily. So I will put the link below for this guiding. It can really help you in this situation. But like, again, maybe the meditations, if this one usually worked for you, maybe it will not work for you in this situation, or the ones that you usually are using, because this is where you need to do something different. You need to speak to yourself in a different way. So right here first is to claim your energy back. And something that had helped some of my clients before was really this, to imagine that you're Pinocchio, all these strings attached to so many things, and take the scissors and cut these strings, cut all the strings and cords to these people, to these situations, to claim your energy back, to pull. So not if you're thinking that you're cutting over your energy, then it's not going to work. But however it's going to work for you, or just this, I claim my energy home. I claim my energy home from wherever I have left my energy or have split my energy. Okay, can you feel it? We're claiming it, we're bringing it home. And for now, forget about this decision, forget about this reality, forget about the what you need to do, or because if you're in this, it's not helping you in any way, and it might even get you there faster, even though it's not feeling like this right now. So pull yourself back, pull your energy back, and just stop trying to find a solution right now. Stop trying to fix it right now, okay? And we will get you there. And this is also where you're going to handle yourself, this situation, in a completely different way than maybe you have been used to. Because this is the most important. Because if you normally speaking to yourself like this, I'm not doing enough, why am I here again? And this is not helping my manifestation, and I need to find a solution. I need to find it. And we're in this rush. That's a big sign that you're not in the right direction, okay? So speak to yourself in a different way right here. Thank you, universe. Thank you, spirit, for showing me this. Thank you so much for showing me this, that this is not the way anymore, that something here has to peel off, because this is not part of my new version of me, my new manifestation. Just right here, start talking in a different way. Can you feel this? Thank you so much for showing me this, that there's something here that's not worthy of me, that's not welcome in my new version, in my manifestation. And thank you so much for showing me this, because this means that I'm even closer to my manifestation. So the second hack is do something physical. And maybe this is not really what you want to do right here, right now. And I'm not talking about going out and do something physically hard, physically hard fitness or whatever. It can also be because if this is going to help you uh, shift your mindset or shift your energy, it can be if you're really feeling like this closet, I want to clean it out, do some spring cleaning or cleaning out, throwing out. This can be a process in your energy also, because you're taking your mindset away from this that you were so focused on to something else and fixing or creating or even art in this situation, something that doesn't necessarily have a bigger purpose. Or it can also be a physical training if you that will bring you joy right now. Or it can be low activity, some low activity yoga or pilates. Just few have it as a goal. I will just lie down and do two practices, two motions, right? So do something physical, or just go out. Even if you don't have the energy to go for a brisk walk, then I will go down to the park and sit on this bench in the sun or look at this tree. Because then you put yourself out, then you move yourself. Or if it's this, you're in physical paralysis. So like Mel Robbins, if you have heard about her and her 5 second rule, I don't use it exactly like that. I in some way have been using it earlier. So you might also, if this is a tendency you have, look into ADHD. I don't like to put a label on it because then I accidentally, maybe I have it. I'm quite sure if I take the test, I have ADHD. But I don't like to put that label on it because then I identify with it. And it's just a matter of learning to deal with it, learning to deal with these different uh, ways that your brain is working, because then you are able to change it. Then you are able to find a different way to handle yourself, right? And just learning how your energy works when you get here and how you can handle yourself in a different way. So the 5 second rule, if you're stuck in bed and cannot get out, I just say, okay, now 1, 2, 3, I get out. Mel Robbins is explained in a little bit different way. Or rolling out of bed, if you're in this heavy energy, just roll yourself out and then slowly, don't try to push yourself. Be with this energy and roll yourself out until you kind of get up, right? So do something physical, do something to shift the energy. Start at the most simplest thing. You will know if you ask, what is the most simple thing I can do right now to shift my energy? And it can be something completely simple. It can be something you have in your closet. You've been thinking for a while, this I just need to move somewhere else. It can be as simple as that. And this leads me to the third and most amazing hack. And you will need the two previous ones to do this one, or to feel energetic to do it. Or you can also use this whenever, even when you're not stuck. It can really help you in so many ways, also to prevent you to get here again very soon. Like, it can really prevent you to come here, because usually this is the reason why you're here in the first place. So the third hack is take off that coat of the nice girl. Break up with the nice girl. Let go of the nice girl that made you a people pleaser in the first place. Because usually it's not only about people pleasing, it's about living up to expectations and being the good girl. So what was it that you had to be the good girl? Usually, if not, you don't have this nice girl coat on you. Lucky you. But most of us was raised like this, and this is also what's helping me thinking, raising my girl in a different way, of not saying good girl when she does something good. Because what was it you had to do to be a good girl for your dad or for your mom? Was your love conditioned to be this nice girl. Of course, I know that parents really, they usually love their children no matter what, right? But if they were pressured, if they were stressed, you had to be someone to not steal their energy, to not be too much, to not be a problem, to not be in the way, right? And it doesn't necessarily have to be a parents, it could be situations in school or whatever. So what was this nice coat, this nice girl coat that you had to take on? Because that's what's making you act in one way, and maybe you have been partly taking it off, that coat. But who are you when you're not wearing that coat? Are you a bad girl? Usually this is our answer. Then I'm a bad girl if I'm not. But what are we actually putting on this being a bad girl? Is that a belief we have created that I'm a bad girl if I listen to my own needs, if I'm expressing myself and my what I want, if I'm getting what I want, if I ask for what I want, then I'm a bad girl. If you have been taking life too seriously, your work too seriously, or this decision that you need to make, you making it too big of a meaning. When we are opening for this, taking off the coat of the good girl, of the nice girl, and just do whatever the freak makes us happy, and not spending so much energy on what others think or how they're going to react, how they're going to see this that we are going to bring out into the world. Or usually this where we're stuck right here in this analysis paralysis or physical paralysis or brain fog, then this is usually where we have been putting on that nice girl too much, because we have been taking on something too seriously. So break free of this nice girl. Do it in a dance. Do it in a freaking dance with nature, or break free physically. Take off that coat and feel, who am I when I'm not that nice girl? And if it's a bad girl, be that bad girl. Because yes, sometimes when it has been too much, we're going from the extreme to find balance. And it's okay. Be okay to feel selfish. Be okay that you don't feel that you have any empathy for anybody. Try to feel okay with this. Try to feel safe in right here, in between the chaos and order, between the no longer and not yet, between the feel safety here, where they might not like you, where they might not be happy with you, where they might be a little bit irritated with you. You need to learn to feel safety right here, because this is who you freaking are. This is who you need to spend the rest of your life with. So be okay with this right in here, when you are not being the nice girl that you were taught to be. Break free from it. This will be a total freedom, I promise. And this is really when you break free of this stuck energy, this chewing gum, this, what is this, quicksand, or however you call it, right? Where you feel kind of in this fogginess, this stickiness, where you cannot really break free from. But this is really what you need to break free from. This good girl in you, because that's not who you truly are. So let's break free from these nice girls, because you can truly be an amazing woman even when you're not a nice girl. This is just a condition we put on ourselves, that I am only a good person when I'm being a good girl. Can you hear it? So when I have an opinion, when I have feelings, when I have something to say, then I'm not being a good girl. Because that what we were conditioned to believe, that I am only a good person when I'm being a good girl. So what is the opposite? Break free of that and then find the balance. It's okay if you need to be a little rebellious in the first place, but this is not where the true balance is. This is just being you unapologetic. where you're not apologizing for yourself anymore, where you're not spending energy explaining yourself anymore. You're just being it because you're freaking allowed to be it. Okay? Okay, I trust that this got you just a little bit unstuck and out of this fogginess or analysis paralysis. So just enjoy this moment right now. Enjoy this not knowing, because you need to find the safety in not knowing, because this is maybe your fear in the first place of not knowing. Just believing, I'm still worthy of it. I'm still on my way to manifestation. This is just right here, right now, that this is happening. Next week I will be flying high and whatever. So this is the knowing of this, knowing that this is a natural process that will make you trust more. That will make you trust the process more. That will make you let go more. And that will remove this analysis paralysis and fogginess and stuckness